2 days later, I am sitting on the park bench with Jason Thomas, trying to make him squirm while all the while saying nothing. The wolf told me to make sure and remember I was in control. I held the power and he had nothing, and so when the time came to lay out my plan, I was to do it calmly and without emotion. Right. Good luck. Christ, I had to grind my teeth to keep my chin from trembling. My stomach was churning so badly I thought I was going to throw up. But I kept my voice, I kept it gruff, hoarse, almost like gravelly. I was afraid it was going to come out in a squeak. Minnie Mouse putting the screws to her fish. Yeah, that would sell it, right? But I had practiced. I had practiced a lot. I even taped myself. My oldest son caught me, and he asked me, "Why are you talking like a drunk Santa?" So I lied, and I said it was a joke. It's a thing I was doing for someone at work. I don't know if he bought it, but hey, drunk Santa. Great. Thanks, honey. So, after making Thomas wait and then wait some more in my best gravelly, gruff voice, I told him his time was up. He started to speak, but I held up my hand and he stopped. And then I told him if he didn't have the money by the end of the day, we would expose his betting records to the public. You should have seen the expression on his face. He was stammering. He was completely, this had never occurred to him, that we would go public. "You can't do that," he almost yelled, and then he saw his son. He saw TJ look back at us, so he lowered his voice and he said, "You can't do that. That would ruin me. I'd be thrown out. You can't. Who do I talk to?" "You talk to me," I said. "Well, this can't be. This can't. There's got to be another way. Come on." I felt my heart go into double time. Holy shit, this was it. The moment I thought of back and fall when he bet on his own game. So many things had to fall in the right places, and they did. It wasn't even that hard because I had seen it. I had seen how people lose, and they get themselves to this point where they have to trade in flesh and blood instead of cash. And now here it was. Here was the moment. I told him there was a way out. One way out. He said, "Oh, I don't have to kill anyone, do I?" And then he laughed, that kind of little, "Oh, we're all friends here" laugh. God, I almost felt sorry for him, but I didn't. Cold-hearted, I know, but let's face it, it's a cold-hearted world. Sun comes up one day like any other, and your husband drops dead in the street and leaves you with a stack of bills and 2 kids. I said, "We're willing. We're willing to forget the $100,000 you owe." He started to say something, and I held my hand up again. "And we will pay you an additional $500,000. That is guaranteed cash in an offshore bank account. And in return, you're going to throw the Super Bowl." Now it was his turn to break into a grin. "You're kidding, right?" "Throw the Super Bowl? That's a joke." "No joke," I said. "You're out of your effing mind," he said. I gave him a slip of paper with a cell phone number, and I stood up. And then I said, "You have until 6 p.m. If I don't hear from you, we'll go public with your betting records." I stood up, signaled to Spodes. We walked out of the park without looking back.